Well, the stage is set for what we hope is a walk-off victory for the Vancouver Canadians as we bring you to the bottom of the ninth here at historic Scotiabank Field at Nat Bailey Stadium. I'm Rob Fai alongside Ricky Romero, Caroline Frolic. What a thrill it is to bring you Canadians baseball when there is still playoff aspirations. As Vancouver, if they win, they're still alive. And if they lose tonight, it is all but over. Luis De Los Santos is 2 for 2 in this game. Tanner Morris and Jesus Lopez also scheduled this inning. And this place is going to get loud, especially if the Canadians can find a base runner. Fastball zips in for a strike from Deacon Metters, and the count goes to 0-1.
And those boys want it, Rob. You see down in the dugout, they all have their hats on backwards, want the rally to get going. And you know what? You got to show some love to that, and these kids care and they want to win, and you know, and obviously they've had a tough year, but hey, when you see stuff like that, that's what it's all about.
0-2 misses. Metters was a closer in Alabama, so if anything, this is very familiar territory for the former Crimson Tide standout. De Los Santos having one of his best games of the summer. Fastball inside, and now we'll do it at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Energy in this stadium is building with every moment. Here comes the 2-2. It's a ball that is hit into right, and it drops.
It's a great piece of hitting right there by Santos.
With 2 strikes as well.
De Los Santos, excuse me.
So let's see what happens here. The tying run is on base, and the walk-off run is about to step into the box.
Yeah, it's almost like he got beat by that pitch, but he still got his hands in there and inside out that pitch, and really nice base hit out to right field. Taking him what the game is giving him. It's exactly what I feel like the hitters have done tonight. It's been a tremendous job by them.
Fastball is up. Morris this year hitting .243. He does have a pair of home runs this season. And wouldn't that be something? I'd take a lazy single right now.
He does have 2 home runs to his credit.
Curveball in for a strike, and the count balances at 1-1.
What would you want, a tie or a walk-off home run?
Are you kidding me? As a broadcaster, better not create the hashtag #AskRob. That'll be the easiest one I'll ever have to answer. 1 ball and 1 strike. Pitch on its way. He's away. This will get really interesting if Morris can somehow fandangle his way on base, because now you're starting to think, well, and again, far ahead of the time machine here, but would you bunt runners to second and third should Morris find his way on? But again, shoulda, coulda, woulda. Well, that'll answer the question. So De Los Santos will tell a walk down to second base. Tanner Morris, freshly bruised, is going to make his way on base as well. And now Jesus Lopez, not known as a guy that drops down many a bunt, with a very key situation. This one gets away from Metters and right on the old calf.
Honestly, I think this is the perfect timeout call, because Casey gets to talk to Lopez right here and see, hey, what are we thinking? What do we want to do? And this is a perfect time. This is a good timeout call, mound visit for Tri-City, and a good time for the Canadians to get a game plan going right here.
Well, what's funny is you see all of the brains working now. You see bullpen activity for both Vancouver and Tri-City as everybody starts to navigate the waters. And again, Jesus Lopez this season, I can't recall him even trying to drop a bunt down. And again, you don't want to give outs away. So what do you do here?
You're the manager. What do you do?
I bunt.
You bunt. You bunt. They get him out at first. They're going to walk the next hitter intentionally.
You got to find a way to get that guy to third base.
Okay.
By hook or by crook.
I'm just playing both sides.
I love it. Here we go.
I like the bunt too, though.
7-6 game. And he's squared, but then pulled back as the first pitch is low. The count goes to 1 ball and no strikes. Lopez in this game is 1 for 3. He's got an RBI. Hitting .250 this season. Boy, Austin Metters has not found himself in this depth a lot this season. I'm telling you. Nobody out. Runners at first and second for the Vancouver Canadians in a one-run game at the bottom of the ninth. Wheel plays on as the ball is hit into left field, and that's going to bring the tying run around. The throw is on the way to the plate, and it's not in time. 7-7 baseball game. RBI single for Lopez, and the walk-off run is at second base, and there's nobody out.
Perfectly executed. Showing bunt, pulls it back, and wow, it couldn't have worked better than that right there. I haven't seen that play in a long time.
So as Mike McCoy comes out to get his reliever, you brought up something that I think now we can actually look back on. Do you remember the mound visit that allowed Casey Candel the moment to have a conversation with Jesus Lopez? That is where I think you start that play.
Because previous to that at bat, he kind of looked into his dugout, Casey did, and he's kind of thinking like, okay, what should I do here? What would be the right play? And man, did he ever nail it right there.
So now I ask you again, Ricky Romero. Runner at first and second. Are you dropping down a bunt? I think now you do. It's 7-7.
I think you do. Yeah, you got to get that run 90 feet away and play your odds. You know, I think I like the odds right there. You're a wild pitch away from winning the game. Sack fly. Yeah, I think you drop down the bunt.
Well, Spokane leads Everett 6-4. That is the other part of the equation where the Canadians would be able to stay alive tonight. But the Aqua Sox in Spokane have loaded the bases, but the Indians have 2 outs. So we don't have resolution on either side of the border tonight. Here in Vancouver, it's Jake Sims who has come into the baseball game. Sims is 3-2, and boy, he's got the old strikeout ability. 44 punch-outs in 26 2/3. But Sims right now, the recipe is simple. He has got to somehow keep that runner in the form of Tanner Morris from scoring from second base.
I really can't remember the last time I saw a slash play actually work. Showing bunt, pull it back. Everyone's out of position, perfectly drawn up, right where nobody was at. Tie ball game.
You know why it works? It's because it's the guy that never bunts anyway. So he doesn't know how to bunt. Give him the shot. Why not? But this fan base is rocking right now. Those who stayed at the ballpark, boy, have they been rewarded in this one.
And I've been saying this all along. When you play the game the right way, this game will reward you, and you do the little things. The Canadians have done the little things tonight. They've hit pitches where they've been pitched. They've taken advantage of those situations. Now they're in position to win this ball game.
Well, Jake Sims got a little bit of work to do, doesn't he? Sims in the gray, white, and navy blue, number 46, with nobody out. Has to deal with the 3, the 4, and the 5 for the Vancouver Canadians offensively. I'll tell you, if you're watching tonight on Sportsnet Pacific, you're also getting a little taste of home as the first pitch is up and the count goes to 1-0. Sims, the guy on the mound, is from Guelph, Ontario.
Wow.
So it's a Canadian trying to stick it to the Canadians tonight. Winning walk-off run is at second base. 1-0. He's a fastball called for a strike at 92 miles an hour. And the count goes to 1-1. Sims against lefties has an ERA of 8.38. It is his Achilles heel for sure. 1-1. Inside, we'll do it at 2 balls and 1 strike.
94 on the gun. Got a good arm.
He absolutely does. His ERA at home is 2.03. His ERA on the road is 10.13. Sims. Check the runner. Here comes the 2-1. It's a broken bat flare above the second baseman. Now the first baseman, and it will end up being Pineda who comes down with the baseball. In retrospect, with Horwitz in the box, nobody out, were you dropping down a bunt, Ricky?
Yeah, me personally, I would have. But again, Casey maybe trusted him there, saying, hey, he's been swinging the bat really well. He's put some good swings on the ball. Let's let him swing. Power against power. Here we go. He got beat by a, I want to say, little cutter up and in. Broke his bat. Infield fly roll. We got Contreras, who's been swinging the bat well too.
Oh, has he ever? He's got 3 RBI in this game tonight. 2 for 4 with a home run. Morris is all that matters. That runner at second. Swinging and a miss on a slider, and the book on Contreras is out. And I would be absolutely stunned if he didn't see a few more of those before this sequence is done.
Yeah, and this is where Contreras has to be selective. He really has to focus on one pitch and one part in the strike zone where he wants it, and he's got to find his pitch right here.
Ball in the dirt. 1 ball and 1 strike. Sims from Guelph, Ontario. An hour and a half, 2 hours, depending on traffic, from Toronto. My grandmother lived nearly her whole life in Elora, which is connected to Guelph. A soft spot for Sims, but just not right now. 1 ball and 1 strike. Pitch from the right-hander's on its way, and it's fouled off. He went right back to the cutter. And now all of a sudden, Contreras is going to have to get creative with 2 strikes.
Yeah, and you just see Sims right here trying to set him up with that slider down and away. He's thrown 2, and he would shock me if he doesn't throw another one here. Maybe go upstairs again, go back down on that slider.
Sims is going to try and navigate these rocky waters. 1-2. Fastball got him at 95 miles an hour. Well, this is what you do when you're a little kid. You set yourself up with 2 outs at the bottom of the 9th to walk this one off. But since Jake Sims has come in, a lazy pop out and a strikeout of the 3 and 4 hitters. So Sloniger, who's 0 for 4 tonight, taking on Jake Sims.
That can quickly be erased with the base hit right here. That 0 for 4 can go to a 1 for 5. He'll remember that hit for a long time.
Absolutely. And he's a left-handed hitter, which is a bonus. 7-7, bottom of the 9th. Fastball, swing and a miss. That was the one. Sorry.
Go ahead.
I was just going to make a reference to Sloniger wearing Nick Balagod's old number 12, and Balagod had a walk-off grand slam several years ago. The 0-1 is low.
I was going to say, it almost seemed the Canadians have been doing so well at the plate, being selective, taking what the game's giving them, and it almost seemed the last 2 hitters try to do a little bit too much. And I want to end this game with 1 swing of the bat instead of, hey, I'm just going to select my pitch. I'm going to be aggressive, but not overly aggressive.
1-1. His ball that is hammered into right. If it drops, the game's over, and it's going to go all the way to the wall. The Canadians will come from behind tonight and walk off the Tri-City Dust Devils 8-7 as the kid from Penn State University grabs the base hit that keeps the Canadians' postseason hopes alive, if even for one more night.
What a tremendous game by these young kids. Tremendous and so fun to watch right there. Again, I mean, you can't praise it enough. They just battled and battled and battled and took what the game gave them, and man, that's why they're getting rewarded tonight. I'm happy for them.
You know what, for the Canadians, how nice it is. I'm not sure what tomorrow holds, but for tonight, they walk out of this field feeling as if they're the best team in the Northwest League. And you know what? When Tanner Morris came home to score, you think back to all of the moments of adversity in this game. They were down 2-1. They were down 3-2. They were down 5-2. They had tied it at 5. Then they fell behind 7-5 and just wouldn't go away. And that's why tonight the Vancouver Canadians walk out of here with a victory. We're moments away from Caroline Frolic joining us down at field level. But boy, just Ricky, your final thoughts on Ryan Sloniger waiting for that one pitch and driving it into right.
Tremendous game. Like I said, he got a good pitch to handle, and he absolutely drove it. And that's a great piece of hitting, a great ending. So happy for those guys down there. They battled all night, and they deserve this win tonight.
Well, I can tell you we're minutes away, well, even seconds now away from Caroline Frolic joining a guy whose heart rate is probably a little higher than most, as we have an opportunity to catch up with Caroline Frolic. Let's send it down to field level. Caroline with our new player of the game, Ryan Sloniger.
Yeah, gee, who's the player of the game? I can't tell. Yeah, of course, with Ryan Sloniger. You were 0 for 4 at that at-bat. Way to turn it around.
Yeah, I mean, obviously it was a tough first 4 at-bats for me. I got myself into some bad counts. I mean, right there, I was just looking for a fastball, got myself into a hitter's count.
So, you know, potential playoff positioning here. Was that on your guys' mind tonight?
Yeah, I mean, we've been talking about it for a couple days. We know we got to win, and
Alek Manoah with, what was that, baby powder?
I'm not sure. I don't know what this is, but he missed a little bit at least.
Uh-oh, he's gotten called out. You missed. Oh, he said fudge. Oh, look, it's all over. Well, all right, well, congratulations, and here's hoping for postseason for you guys.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, we're looking forward to it.
So there she is, Caroline Frolic.
Game and some Alek Manoah baby powder. Ew.
Yeah, a little bit of it,
Guys.
rightly deserved. And I'll tell you this, look at that celebration. You telling me they're not having fun in Vancouver this summer? Even the big guy, Alek Manoah, is out there trying to find his spot to get in the pile. And that's what it's all about when we bring you back inside Scotiabank Field here. That's what we do. It's everything from dancing groundskeepers to all kinds of people that have behind the scenes help us get this one done. Want to thank also Barber & Co. tonight. Fresh fades. Ricky never looked better. My hair's in good shape as well. Guys at Barber & Co. get you all squared away with several locations, both here in British Columbia and back east in Ontario. And also our suits tonight, customized by our friends at Indochino. If you want to look a step ahead and a cut better, Indochino will customize your suits to make sure you look the best you can be. Ryan Sloniger, you put him in any suit tonight. He's player of the game. 0 for 4. Ricky kept it real. My thanks to Ricky Romero, Caroline Frolic, Peter Young, all the staff at Hubcast, and everybody down below that brought you Canadians baseball tonight. What a way to end this one. Canadians 8-7 winners over the Tri-City Dust Devils. They live to see another game. Playoffs, maybe. Keep it locked at CanadiansBaseball.com for the final time. Sees winners tonight on Sportsnet Pacific. Have yourself a wonderful evening.